Okay, so it's me, Danny, and I haven't really done a review or anything in a few days. So I figured, you know what? I probably should get a movie and watch it and review it. And there was a horror movie that came out, the Chernobyl Diaries, and I will probably be reviewing that in the next couple of days. Sorry. But for now, I figured I'm going to watch and review That's My Boy, Adam Sandler movie. Mainly because I absolutely love Adam Sandler. He is one of my favorite actors, and I love 90% of the movies he has done. Alright, so, great cast. Adam Sandler, Andy Samberg, Leighton Meester, Vanilla Ice, James Cain, Milo Ventimiglia, Will Forte, Rachel Dratch, who, they're always in movies together. Susan Sarandon. Just a ton of great people. It really does seem to me like I absolutely loved it. I laughed my ass off through this movie. It's one of his better movies. Like, Jack and Jill was good. Kinda overdone, been done before too many times. But it's an Adam Sandler movie, and it's a kids movie, so, Grown Ups was a great movie that he did lately. I can't wait for Grown Ups 2. But even then, I don't really think that was all on Adam Sandler. I think it also had to do with his supporting cast making that great. Everybody that's pretty much done a movie together got together and was like, let's do this, But this is basically Adam Sandler plays Donnie Berger, who, as like kid in high school, fucks his teacher and knocks her up. And they're basically like in a relationship, and they get caught. And his teacher is pregnant, and she gets sentenced to jail, obviously. And his son he is given custody of his son. Well, his dad is until he hits 18, and then he gets custody. And it's pretty much, he, becomes this big celebrity from that. The kid that fucked his teacher. Everybody, papers, magazines, talk shows, everything, TV shows of him raising his son. Just everything. And he kind of like throws the money out partying. Doing normal Adam Sandler type shit. And he owes $43,000 in back taxes, and is told if he doesn't pay it, basically over the weekend, he's gonna go to jail. And his son, at 18, moved out from them, and basically started a whole new life. Changed his name from what Downey named him, which was Han Solo, which is fucking awesome, to Todd Peterson. Got into the financial world, lost weight, and was getting married. And this is his wedding weekend when Donnie shows up to, because Donnie goes to an old friend of his and asks him for basically the money to keep him out of jail. And his friend says, well, if you can get yourself and your son to the women's prison where his mom's at, and we can film it, I will give you the $50,000. So he sets out to do that, and goes to his sons. His son's kind of like, what are you doing here? Haha, you're my friend. My parents died in an explosion. And throughout this movie, there's typical shenanigans, related to an Adam Sandler movie. You find out he wasn't the best dad. He's super immature, still is. Loves hitting on women. Pretty much everything you'd expect in an Adam Sandler movie you get with this. And I know a lot of people, I didn't hear anything good about That's My Boy. Everybody I know didn't like it. They were like, oh, it's so stupid. All the ratings I see for it were like 5 out of 10. I'm pretty sure Rotten Tomatoes didn't like it. And but see, like, to me, of his like past movies in the past 10 years, this is one of his better ones. It's not up to par with Happy Gilmore or, Billy Madison, but I'd say it's, funnier. Well, yeah, I'd say it's as funny, if not funnier, than Big Daddy is. And so anyway, he goes there to basically get his son to come up to the prison, and he starts, becoming friends with his son. Kind of like, those kind of movies that, you can basically call this movie out, be like, oh, this is gonna happen, he's gonna become friends with the son, something, his son's gonna find out that he was trying to use him for money, they're gonna be mad, they come back and make up, and yeah, that's exactly, how this movie plays out, but you're not watching this movie to see, how that plays out, because you're already expecting it. You're watching it for the, stupid ball and dick jokes, fart jokes that Adam Sandler is known for. And there is twists in this that I totally didn't see coming, and they are just hilarious. Milo, this is one of his better roles. It's a different role for him than I've ever seen him in. I can't really say much for Leighton Meester. I believe she's in Gossip Girl, The Roommate, for any of you horror movie fans. But I've never actually really watched her in, more than one movie or two. So I don't really know. Andy Samberg never really impressed me before. Like, I love The Lonely Island. I love those songs, and their videos are okay. But 95% of his skits on SNL never really impressed me. I always thought they were kind of lame. Hot Rod to me was nothing special. I just was like, eh. But he really impressed me in this. Him and Adam Sandler together work amazing. For a father-son combination, other than getting, like a Will Smith thing where he does it with his actual kids, I would say they did a pretty good job of where you could see, Andy Samberg being Adam Sandler's son. And that's a pain in the ass to say. Adam Sandler, Andy Samberg. It's like... But anyway, it turns out that there's quite a lot of unexpected things going on, really fucked up things going on in this movie that they just turn out really hilarious. There's a scene at a bachelor party, totally stolen from The Hangover. You can tell by the music and the way it's filmed and everything. But, it seriously, you're sitting there watching it just like, yeah, this is awesome. And you know what's happening. The soundtrack to this movie is fucking fantastic. It starts out when Donnie's in high school or whatever, and he's like, yeah, just got two tickets to Van Halen. Can't wait to take this woman. And, throughout the whole movie, they're playing fucking Van Halen, Journey, Rush, tons of classic rock, and it's just awesome. They do play some Vanilla Ice, because obviously Vanilla Ice is the main character in it. He plays Uncle Vinny. I think that's it. Vanny, something like that. I don't know. And, they do play a few Vanilla Ice songs, which isn't actually that bad. It works out for the movie. But I gotta say, after watching Rock of Ages the other day, and then hearing all of that music in this movie, it just rocks. You gotta love a movie with a classic rock soundtrack. I don't really know what else to say, because I don't really want to spoil anything in this movie. Just because, if somebody says something from a comedy movie that's, funny or something, and it gets out kind of like Superbad did, where everybody was saying, I am McLovin, and all of the lines from Superbad. By the time anybody actually watches it, they're kind of like, oh, yeah, it is funny, but, that's what everybody's been saying. Okay. So I'm not going to say anything from the movie, other than I totally would say watch it. If you like childish, Adam Sandler type movies, go right ahead. Yeah, he does a stupid, really annoying voice for this movie. He doesn't actually talk normal through most of it, but you really get past it quite quickly. I know I did. And it's kind of got an ending like Funny People, where they give giant hints to him actually going to learn something. I'm becoming a better person through this experience. But no, it's Adam Sandler. He just kind of fucks it over. He's like, nope, oh well. But, fuck it, right? Oh well, it's Adam Sandler. Rock that shit. Go watch the fucking movie. I said go fucking watch it.